dream of fairies and princesses? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And I'm Traci Hines.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Traci Hines here. You probably know her from YouTube or many other places. A lot of real Disney work as well. But before we get into all of that fun stuff, we got our 5 questions that we like to ask every guest so that we can figure out what kind of Disney fan you are. So,
Dun, dun, dun. No, okay.
Pat,
First
start us
question.
off.
I didn't study.
Favorite Disney animated movie?
Okay, it's a tie between 3.
Oh,
One is very obvious, probably.
Little Mermaid.
To anyone that knows me, Little Mermaid. But my other 2, do you guys want to guess? Guess the other 2.
I would
You
just,
probably know.
Beauty and the Beast?
Close, but no.
I would say Tangled.
Nope.
No?
Peter Pan.
I love all of these. Yes.
Peter
Yes.
Pan?
And
Okay.
then one more.
So, Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, and The Black Cauldron.
No.
Are you a Hercules girl?
I love Hercules,
Okay.
but that's not the one. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's Alice in
I was
Wonderland.
going to say Alice or
Ooh.
Cinderella.
Alice, yep.
So interesting. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland, Little Mermaid, and what was the other?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one, which is your
I
favorite?
I can't pick one. I'm having a. I mean, okay, if I had to live in one of the worlds, probably Peter Pan, Neverland.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like I have the most nostalgia. I cry. Anything Peter Pan, I just not burst into tears, but
Yeah, no.
it's nostalgia for that one the most. But
The never grow up thing
Yeah.
that I think all 3 of us relate to way too much as adults, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So that's favorite Disney. There we go. Favorite Disney animated. So next, favorite. Now this is tough for you. Favorite Disney song. This can be anything. This can
it's
be
not
movies.
tough.
This can be theme parks. This can be anything.
Party Your World.
Party World. There we go.
There it is.
That's
Easy.
the song that made me love Disney music.
Well-
That's
For your fans, I'm sure that is very much exciting to hear that that's the favorite song. See, it's legit, folks. She ain't faking it. It's all for real.
I love that song.
Pat, next one.
Moving on
Okay.
over to the theme parks. Do you have a favorite theme park ride in any park?
Okay. Well, I've only been to Florida and ours in California. Peter Pan,
Peter Pan.
Really?
obvious. But I also I live for Space Mountain too. But Ghost Galaxy Space Mountain,
That's your favorite?
yes,
Even
because
over
I love
Hyper?
scary stuff. I mean, yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing. Quality wise, it's a lot better,
Yeah.
I think. But no, Ghost Galaxy, because I love spooky stuff, and Disney doesn't get scary, a little bit, but not that scary, so.
It's so funny
Yeah.
because I feel like we've had this conversation so many times, Patrick, with guests even, that so many of us Disney fanatics love horror.
Yeah.
We all love Halloween. We all love being... It's this weird, juxtaposition of opposites. It's so interesting to me. But, yeah, it's very, very, very common. So.
We love the light, but we also love the dark.
Kind of it's our release.
Yeah.
We need
It kind
something.
of, I mean, yeah, it kind of is probably that.
So,
you know?
speaking of the Peter Pan dark ride, though, have you done Florida's?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's been a long time.
Okay.
But yeah.
The worst Disney voiceover on Earth is in the Peter Pan dark ride, and it's
In Florida, particularly?
yes,
Captain Hook?
is Pat. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do not.
Seriously? Oh my
I'm
goodness!
trying to remember.
Go look up the dark ride. It's some actor who sounds nothing like Captain Hook.
Sad.
It's not even like he's trying to. It's just help me, Mr. Smee, help me. That's legitimately what it sounds like. And
I
it's,
probably did notice it. It sounds vaguely familiar, you saying
Oh.
this now, but it's been a really long time since I've been over there.
it's
So
jarringly upsetting.
okay,
Yes.
avoidance.
So we'll say
Let's say
the
Disneyland. Yeah.
Peter Pan. There we go. Do you have a favorite Disney theme park? You said you've done Walt Disney World and the Disneyland parks.
Mm-hmm.
So out of those 6, then, do you have a favorite?
I mean, definitely Disneyland in California.
we
It's
go.
the nostalgia. It's it's the first one. It's my first park. It's my home park. So all the feels. Yeah.
Nice.
I love them all, but yeah, I definitely have all the feels for ours.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
And final question. Do you have a favorite Disney show or parade?
Yes. Fantasmic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
We applaud that on this
And
show.
I'm like so sad because it's been gone for a while. So I'm just like,
Okay.
my heart.
How scared are you for the return of
I'm
Fantasmic?
terrified
Yes,
because
thank you.
Peter Pan is my favorite. I know.
Speaking of Fantasmic,
I want that
Trace and I
boat.
also had a plan for Fantasmic.
Yeah.
What is this?
We made a whole plan to cosplay as the pedal from Fantasmic.
Yes,
The
at
pedal,
D23.
we were gonna get like 8 people. We're all gonna get giant.
or more, and we were gonna have them hidden, right? They were
Okay.
gonna be like in little
Like the
fanny
foldable,
packs.
yeah, and then you can
we're just
unfold it
gonna,
really
like-
quick, like one of those like windshield, like cover your windshield type thing.
But we were all gonna come in like it was gonna be like a what's it called when you like punk
procession.
everybody.
Flash
a
mob.
Flash mob. It was gonna be flash mob style, and like we were all gonna come from like different parts of the convention center and all converge in the middle. We still need to do.
gonna-
We just
it's
gave it
gonna
away,
happen.
so like everyone's
Whatever.
gonna know now.
I can't believe you want to do that because it's like literally my least favorite part of Fantasmic.
It's not my favorite part, but it's just imagine the
I
spectacle.
honestly don't know how many people would get what you were doing.
Well,
If
just
it's a
the blast of
D23.
music and everyone just on giant pedals and we're rotating.
All right. I'd
be
rather
great.
see
You want in on this? You want in?
Not that, no. But if you were gonna do like the Maleficent dragon, and like we all were a different part of the dragon, and we just like formed.
That seems hard.
Like
Yeah.
This
that'd be
is a
great.
pedal.
Okay, I will be like a pirate or a dancing monkey from Fantasmic, but
Oh,
I mean, I
not the
literally call
monkeys.
those things the maxi pads. Like those are terrible.
It's hilarious. That's why it's so funny.
No.
Remember, we were even gonna like maybe paint the edges pink.
No,
It's gonna be
this
great.
is going in
I'm
the wrong
sorry.
direction.
Fantasmic, her favorite show.
Fantastic, but fantastic.
But not
choice.
because of the pedals.
But you are a little scared for the return. Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Okay, fair enough. And what do you think of Walt Disney Worlds? I assume you mean Disneyland's Fantasmic, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Florida's has
seen
some...
I've seen Disney Worlds.
She's
Very
seen it.
nice. It's very nice.
Okay.
Wait, weren't you with me when I saw it for the first time?
Maybe.
Were you there that day?
I don't remember.
That's where we met. Was in Florida. I mean, it's just it doesn't have the Peter Pan.
Yeah.
It doesn't have. It
Well,
doesn't have the things.
I think the bigger thing is the Mark Twain at the end. And I'm going to tell you what would really save the Fantasmic in Florida for me is if they had a different, like a Chernobog villain instead of the dragon,
That'd be really
come up
cool,
over the
actually.
mountain, like a Night on Bald Mountain as opposed to a Maleficent.
Oh my
type of
gosh, yeah, that'd
finale.
be terrifying.
I think that'd be kind of awesome, but whatever. Anyway,
It's like too dark for Disney. I feel like.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. But you survived the 5 questions. How you feel? You doing good so
I feel
far?
good. I feel good.
Okay. Now, enough about your love of Disney. Let's talk about all the stuff you've done that has been inspired by Disney. I think most people probably know you from YouTube, fair to say, right?
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
If they know me. Hi, I'm Tracy.
Traci Hines. If you don't know her, look her up on YouTube. Of course, we'll have the links and everything.
At your own risk.
But how did the whole YouTube thing begin for you?
Oh man, my dad actually. So I've been a singer my whole life, and I've known since I was a little kid that music was like my purpose. You know, I've always felt like this is what I'm here for, you know, because not because I think I'm all that great at it. I just have a huge passion for it, you know, and I was kind of doing I'd gotten an agent. I was trying to like go on auditions and do the Hollywood thing, and like they kept pushing me to do stuff that I didn't want to do, wasn't music related. And my dad got me a laptop, and he was like, make YouTube videos.
Do stuff.
Literally, though, he I think in our local newspaper, they had interviewed some artists that were actually getting traction on YouTube and getting signed to labels from YouTube and getting kind of like discovered, you know? And so for me, you know, I was like super embarrassed about it, and I still feel really shy about it. But he was just like, get yourself out there more. You know, it's a place where you can post videos of yourself singing. You can do it on your own. It's easy. And maybe like something will come of it. Like maybe someone will discover you and sign you to a label or something, or opportunities or something like that. And so in a roundabout way, I mean, YouTube has been amazing for me, but instead of being like discovered and signed, I've found a whole community of people. You know, I feel like I found my people, you know, the Disney community, the YouTube community, and the geek community and everything, Comic-Con, all that stuff too. But like, yeah, I feel like that was sort of the start, was like my dad, which I'm so grateful to him. He's a musician too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I get, I think, my love of music was from him and my grandma, his side of the family. So
do you remember your first video? What song was it?
I'm trying to remember. I think my very first one, it wasn't even anything like poignant at all. It was like, okay, so I got to preface by saying I had all these like karaoke tracks. Like, I would perform at weddings. I would do a lot of like church and wedding gigs and stuff like that. And so I had like this sort of collection of like very karaoke, like tapes and CDs and, all of that. And, I think I just pulled from that when I started. And so I did like Valentine, Martina McBride, which
I don't even know it.
Like, I'm not a country singer at all. And it's a really sweet little song, but it's not me really. It's fine. It's cute, but it's not like what I would have maybe like, this is my first video. This is like, I'm showing who I am as an artist. No, it was just like me just trying it out.
Well, how long ago was that even? That was a while ago,
I think I've been
right?
on YouTube almost 10 years.
Geez, so...
I'm OG, guys. I'm OG.
OG.
So that was the, like...
Hipster mermaid.
So that was the time, though, when, like, nobody knew what they were doing. So, nobody had any idea. I've been making, okay, this is going to age me so hard. I've been making online videos since before YouTube. I used to have to buy internet space to stream video.
What?
For like the first talk show I ever did on.
So you put it on like a website?
I don't even know. I had technical people doing that stuff. But,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, like.
I remember when YouTube, you could like make your own layout for like the background.
Like
on your
MySpace?
channel. Yes.
I don't remember
that's
that.
what I was
It was
doing. I
like
was sitting
basically a
there.
MySpace page. You can make your own layout. It
amazing.
was awesome.
It was. I kind of miss those days, like, oh, it's so good.
So the original intention for YouTube was to get your music out there. That is why you started doing it.
Yeah, and I've been a songwriter too, but at the time I didn't have budget, nothing. It was literally like me and my computer, and so I never felt like I wanted to. I don't play an instrument well enough to accompany myself, and so I was like, I'm not, I can't really share my original music yet. I need to like hire a producer and like make these, make my music still. And so I was like, well, just karaoke. I'll just sing.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I even did that Valentine song first, I did Party Your World like second. I think my Party Your World video was like my second. An old, not even the one that you would maybe think of now.
I was gonna say I didn't realize.
There's three.
There's 3 different Party Your Worlds?
Don't look for the first one.
Are they still?
even
Wait a
say
second, are they
this
still
right
on
now.
YouTube?
Yes.
Then what? If you don't want people to see it, remove it.
I know. It's
Okay.
like, but it's the beginning. Like, it's like a, it's a
I actually
story.
think it's fantastic. You know what you should do? Legitimately, I would take all 3 videos and edit them together and go back and forth. No, people would love to see. People love to see
Progression.
how
Yeah.
people progress. Yeah,
I
really
would
think
be
you
fun.
should do that.
It's like I'm in my bedroom, like my old like childhood bedroom, and yeah, it's just, and I'm just like kind of making fun of myself. Like I'm singing it, but like I'm not taking it seriously. I don't know. It's
love
just
it.
me being silly. But yeah, I think I did Valentine because I saw all of these like very singer-songwriter girls, and they're very like, everything about them was kind of different from like what I was. I mean, I love Disney. I love like, I was very like makeup and hair and crazy, but they were very natural, like natural beauties. And, and I think I was kind of trying to like be what that was on YouTube at the time. Like they were very just like singer-songwriter, chill, just very them. And I was like, well, maybe I'll try a very like stripped down I don't know. I was trying to just do what I thought the platform was. And then finally I was like, I'm just going to do what I want to do. And that's when things kind of took off.
So when did all the cosplay stuff start to become part of it?
Shortly after I started YouTube. I think I had also been doing children's parties and playing fairy tale characters for the kiddos on weekends, singing to make that dollar. And I love kids. I love performing for kids. It was really fun. And so I would have these costumes, like they weren't even mine at the time. I wasn't designing costumes yet or anything. They were like in my closet for the gigs or whatever. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna sing a Snow White song. I might as well put on this Snow White costume that I have in my closet. And, I started to kind of like Disney bound before it was like a thing. It was such a hipster. But no, like I did like a home video as Belle, and I didn't have like brown hair or anything, but I styled my hair like Belle, and I wore like, a white shirt with a little blue tank top on top. Like I was very like trying to look like Belle, So yeah, I don't know, just morphed.
I love it. Well, you cannot come on Disney Coast to Coast and make a parody video of this next subject matter and not talk about it. Pat, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about.
What video of hers do you think is probably my favorite? No?
I don't know.
Hey, you should know me better than
It's
this.
your favorite?
Part of your world.
Well, part of your world is. But
I know that's your favorite song.
I put a spell on you.
Oh, your Hocus Pocus.
Yes,
video.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, that was last
That might
year.
be my favorite video too.
Yeah. So it's not even. I wouldn't even call it a parody. It's a cover more than a parody.
It's a cover.
A little bit of a parody.
I don't do parody videos actually very often because I love every kind of genre, but like I don't know, I feel like I wanted to sing it, like it, you know what I mean?
Who doesn't?
It was
But the thing
kind
I
of
like,
comedy though.
it's like a cover, but it's also a parody because the thing I like about it is you're playing Sarah singing the song.
It's like alternate. What I like to do is like an alternate universe version of sometimes. Like I did it with my recent Frozen video where it's like a spooky, like Frozen as like a horror movie, But like that's kind of, it was kind of a play to Hocus Pocus, like on the Ariel Ursula thing where it's like, oh, like my voice, So it was like Winifred like enchants Sarah to sing for her. So it's very, it was like a nod to that. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun because Sarah is like my favorite. I always wanted to be Sarah, and so I was like, but I want to sing I Put a Spell on You, so like how do we, and I wanted Lauren to sing. She's more of an actress than a singer, so I was like, well, let's have her be Winifred and do her like impression, but not force her to sing and make her uncomfortable,
So Disneyland, what we're saying is Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular 2017. And we got a Sarah sitting right next to us. Would you take the gig?
Oh my gosh.
Would you do it?
I mean, I don't think I could say no.
Yeah, it'd be pretty.
I mean,
fantastic.
schedule wise, I don't know what.
Yeah,
we'll
figure it out.
I don't think I could say no.
So, yeah, that's basically. I'm disappointed at us for not being dressed as the Sanderson sisters.
Oh my
now.
gosh.
Oh my god.
I love it.
That would have been fantastic. But yeah.
Pulls my Sarah wig out of my purse. No, just kidding.
Pat, do you have a favorite?
Favorite video of hers?
Now I'm shy.
There's so many.
I'm so embarrassed.
I mean, part of your world, obviously. I do like, you recently did a alternate version of Love's an Open Door with with Kristoff instead of like Hans, like after the story, and that was super cool.
That was actually one of my patrons. Oh, shout out to my Merc crew. Hey. But yeah, one of my patrons on Patreon, like he does that. He writes, like fan lyrics for Disney songs. They're parodies, cool. I guess. Yeah. But that was his like patron request. I was like, that's great, let's do it.
But even your original Love is that your like most popular video? I feel like that one like even surpassed your Part of Your World video.
That one and then Disney Chicks, if you guys have seen that one, that collab video, those two are like always neck and neck, So yeah, like that one was for a while. I think now it's back to Disney Chicks, but yeah,
which if you haven't seen Disney Chicks, it's like Disney Spice Girls, and
that
it's
one
crazy.
is also kind of like a parody. Yeah, that was really fun.
It's just a great name. Dixie Chicks, Disney Chicks. I love it.
That was inspired by, the Todrick Hall, Disney Dudes. Obviously, that was like sort of a callback, like, Todrick, we love you. Like, here's our girl version,
So we know my favorite, we know Patrick's favorite. Do you have a favorite that you've done?
Oh my gosh.
I know, that's like an impossible question.
I mean, Hocus Pocus is like up there. That might be my favorite. But a lot of them are like some of them were like way more fun to film than others, but then I'm like really proud of the video we got out of it. The ones that were harder to like, Part of Your World, probably it's my favorite song, but that was my first video, so I kind of watch that now and I'm like, ooh.
Speaking of harder to film, if you see her Let It Go video and then watch the behind the scenes video, you like wore basically nothing in the middle of like an ice castle. I just remember it was like cuts. I was like bringing you a coat between every cut.
We actually have like a big like full on making of that we're trying to put out for that because that it'll be out at some point.
It seemed like a crazy shoot and a cool location shoot as well.
It was. I mean, a lot of people thought it was like like green screened it. We did use green screen in like one scene, but no, we were like there at the ice castles. I've never been so cold in my life. When we're talking about like not fun to shoot, I mean, I loved being there and stuff, but like I had bronchitis and I had to go to the urgent care that night. So I was filming during the day and then like in urgent care at night, and like I feel like you can see it in the video. I don't know. Now you guys are gonna go look for it, but my gland was so swollen. I had this like lump, so I could barely sing, and I was in so much pain, but I was like, I'm so happy to be here.
No. Don't do that to yourself again. Please, like singers need to take care of their voices.
We had the flights booked and
it's not worth it. You could have damaged your voice, girl. I did my best to take care of myself. We really were only filming for like an hour or two at a time, though. We didn't go crazy. We took good care, and they were amazing at the venue too. They like let us warm up, and they had like a shed with like heaters and a place where you can kind of get away and get warm. They let us use that like the whole time. It was great. Cool. So we've been talking about a lot of covers that you do, but you also do original songs.
I do.
And I guess what's the process like that for you? Like, is that... I guess what comes first, an idea for the video, or you're writing, or the song, or how's it work for you?
Well, like parody type stuff, for sure. It's like a video. Oh, it'd be so funny if we did a video like this, or we should write, like Shell Phone Bling or something, like obviously. Mm-hmm. But as far as my original music, song, almost always would come first. Yeah, my recent one, Sleeping Beauty, was kind of like. I knew I'd be going to Ireland. I shot part of that in Ireland.
It's
and that
so
was,
good.
Oh, thank
it's like,
you.
here's the coolest
it's like
thing.
My heart in a video.
Well, I love that, like, even your original songs are still, like, Disney-based, but, like...
But it's such a standalone, that's the thing.
Or fairy tale. Yeah, because sometimes they kind of go, like, darker or, like, beyond Disney. Hopefully. I mean, I got more coming. But, yeah, my producer calls it Disney bounding music. Like, it's kind of true, though, actually. Like, and not everything is Disney. Like, I've got a Hunger Games song. I've got, like, other Twilight.
I love, please look at the bookshelf. All 4 books. All 4 books.
I love vampires in general.
Yes.
So, like, and I kind of prefer the, like, vampires, but I was a Twilight fan.
Sparkly vampires.
I love it all. But yeah, that's like a thing for me is usually I get inspired by something, and then I'll start writing a song, usually from the perspective of a character. Like I kind of put myself in that character's position, and like Sleeping Beauty, though, that was very personal too. It's kind of getting to a point where the like catalyst is this sort of fairy tale element. But then as I'm writing, a lot of times I realize, oh, this is about me.
And that was my favorite part of it, honestly, was the fact that, like, clearly if you're watching the video, it's very Sleeping Beauty. Mm-hmm. But if you're just listening to the song and nobody told you it was Sleeping Beauty, it's like its own thing.
Oh, thank you.
So that's kind of awesome.
That's like what I want. Yeah. Like that one was, I was going through a lot of stuff with, I was dealing with chronic pain and a lot of just issues, in my life and and I was going through surgery at the time. And so kind of going from the perspective of like, I'm writing a Sleeping Beauty, but like while she's asleep and under the sleeping curse. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I was like, while I was writing it, I was like going into surgery and being put under for surgery. And so it was very like parallel. And I was stuck for like 2 months, not able to like do anything and just like, like so frustrated. And so, yeah, literally it was like, it's about Sleeping Beauty, but like really there's a lot of me in there and it's cathartic.
Cool. Another original song is Neverland for Christmas.
Yeah.
Which I love. That's
Thanks for checking it out.
Oh my God, it's such a cute song. That came out last.
It came out a while.
It's been a couple years.
3 couple years.
Yeah, and it's like, and I don't mean to go to like a super dark place, but I wrote that with my producer. Mm-hmm. His name's Adam Gubman. I work with him on a lot of my music, and I brought the idea to him, and I had a couple verses written already, and because we wanted to write a Christmas song, and I was like, well, the only thing I want for Christmas is to go to Neverland, so I'm gonna write about that. I'm gonna like make it about Disney and or fairy tale or whatever. And then the Sandy Hook tragedy happened, and the rest of the song came, and so it was really emotional, and it was really like that was a hard one, and not to get like super, heavy, but that song's about heaven. It's about, So, we did an acoustic version, and the acoustic version, like all the proceeds went to the families, you know, and the community, the school. And so, and still do now. It's like we still actually send out to them when we get sales, but they're kind of, everything's very rebuilt there. So we'll go to a charity that they, recommend. But that song's like super close to my heart on so many levels. Like it's very true. There's a lot of truth in there, and it's kind of a really sad song if you think about it. You know, we've actually shopped it to Disney. We're hoping that at some point they may adopt it or a version of it. You know, we really would love for that to happen if ever they would consider. But I feel like it's kind of even dark for Disney, you know, but
it's not too dark for Disney Coast to Coast, so we're gonna play a little. Yeah, we're gonna play a little bit of it for you right now.
I wanna go to Neverland for Christmas. All I need's a little faith and trust. And Pixie does. Peter's always wearing green, and only pirates there are mean. I wanna go to Neverland for Christmas. I wanna be the lost boy found by you, and make a pixie friend or two. I'll throw fruitcake in Hook's face, really put him in his place, and maybe swim in Mermaid Lagoon. Take me to Neverland for Christmas. I swear it's all I wanna do. If I'm in Neverland for Christmas, all my problems will be through. All my problems will be through. I think that maybe I'll be ready.
Great stuff. But besides this music you've done for YouTube, you've also done some stuff inside the Disney parks officially. Now, not in the U.S.,
no.
but more so over in Tokyo. You recently did a song for their summer show.
Yeah, so my producer, Adam, the one, hey Adam, I shouted him out
Hi,
earlier.
Adam. Hey.
He
Is Adam gonna listen to this?
probably.
Okay. Hi, Adam. How's it going?
So he is a composer and he works with all different companies and stuff, and he works with Tokyo Disneyland. And so he composes a lot of the music for their shows and stuff, and he worked on like Sausage Party.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah, because Alan Menken worked on Sausage Party, right?
Yeah, so I get
Tracy
to do...
demoed for Sausage Party, but we'll continue.
La 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 la. So I that's my awkward song, by the way. So I get to demo on a lot of stuff for Adam, and you know, sometimes it makes it into the final, sometimes it doesn't, but it's super, super fun. And so I actually do a ton of demo work for Tokyo Disney, and I've gotten to do a session. And so it was like a dream come true. I went in as a background singer, and at the end of the night, we sang Adam's song, which was awesome. And it was more like multiple singers on the track. And it was for the summer water show. And then at the end, they had us do another song, and they had me do a little solo. And then when they heard me sing the solo, they like gave me this like giant like solo chunk that I never expected I'd get to sing. And so it was like, for a while, you just hear my voice in the show, and I was like, Mickey's dancing to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's really funny because you even just tweeted out a couple videos.
I totally Snapchat. Well, I was like looking it up actually, like recently. I was like, I bet there's video of this, and I found it, and so I was like snapping it. Yeah, I got to put it on YouTube.
Yeah,
too.
like Mickey is dancing to your voice. Yes, like all the characters. It's
It
crazy.
was so, yeah, that's like dream come true. And I was like dying because I wanted to go there. Like that's
course.
literally been my dream since one of my many. But like since I was a kid, like when I listened to Fantasmic, I'm like, I want to be one of those voices. Like I want, kids to sit and watch, the show and like hear my voice and but that happened, just not here. So
Hey,
hopefully someday I'll get to
Step
Tokyo.
number one. Step number.
Yes.
Better yet, get the voice in America.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Well,
That's
I know.
the
I'm
bigger
like,
dream.
I would love an opportunity to do our park too, or anything though, really, guys. I do a lot of like kids commercials. I do a lot of VO and recording work for stuff, but apps and stuff, but people like don't know because it's less, it's not like on my YouTube channel as much. So people are, I think they'll hear the voice and be like, that sounds familiar. And they don't realize it's me. So it's fun to get to talk about some of the more hidden stuff that I do.
Well,
YouTube any Skechers commercial.
Oh, I know.
do you do all the Skechers?
I do a lot of
so
like
funny.
Skechers, like Bella Ballerina, and Heidi in the High Tops. I'm Heidi in all the High Tops, guys. Spoiler alert.
Don't you do some Tsum Tsum stuff as well?
Yeah.
Tsum Tsum. Bat, say it.
Tsum Tsums.
No, come
Tsum
on.
Tsum.
Do it your way.
What?
Tsum Tsum.
I know.
Wait.
He used to sing it.
You remember
You know the
things?
songs?
No.
Oh,
No,
I was
that
like,
was
what's
his
happening?
thing. It's Tsum Tsum.
Tsum Tsum.
That's the only. It was kind of like our previous Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. You can't say it without saying it like that.
Yes, I remember it
But
well.
apparently Pat doesn't care.
I don't remember this.
Tsum Tsum.
I don't remember this either, but I'm like a rabid fan of this podcast, guys. I listen to
Which
all
is
of
super
them.
sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yes, you've done some.
But yeah, I've
Tsum
done a
Tsum work.
couple of Disney Tsum Tsum commercials. Yeah, good times.
Excellent. It doesn't end there though. You have a clothing line
Yeah.
called
Adorkable Apparel.
Yes, indeed. And how did this start and come about? I guess it makes sense because you did all the cosplay stuff. You're obviously into fashion.
Yeah, I love designing costumes, and it kind of came down from there. But I can't like mass produce, full like evening gown, costume, princess dresses, things like that. Maybe someday, but not yet. But basically, it all kind of started with an Etsy shop. I used to do like wigs, custom Disney inspired and character wigs and stuff like that. I did like mermaid accessories, and I did like a lot of the mermaid starfish with the super bedazzled crystal, magical mermaid hair stuff and jewelry and stuff like that. And I kind of got to the point where I was like, I want to be doing music more, and it was a blessing. I was super, super busy doing it, but it was kind of taking me away from my main passion, which was YouTube and music. And so I was like, I need something that I can design, but not have to make every single one, And so that's kind of how Adorkable was born. And I was talking to my brother who does a lot of graphic design for a company called Almond and other companies that he's worked for. He's really good at it. And I basically was like, I want to, do something different, like maybe shirts, maybe do some artist merch, like for my music, And I was like, but it's got to be a shirt with seashells on it. Like, it's got to start with like a mermaid theme. I want to do a lot of stuff, but like, I have this vision for a crop top with seashells. And it's like, everyone can wear it and be a mermaid. And so that was how it was born. Like, we did it. And he was like, this needs to be a clothing line. Like,
Can I be a mermaid?
Totally. You can be a merman.
Wow.
Mermaid.
A merman wouldn't have shells. I would just
Why not?
I would just be topless. I would need a fin, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you could be a mermaid.
It's going in a very weird direction.
I love it.
Very technical.
Yes,
But,
yes.
How about we give away something from Adorkable, shall we?
Yes.
Pat, let's see it.
We're giving away this awesome Peter Pan inspired shirt.
Peter Pan!
Now, what I love about clothing line, it's like so simple, yet it comes across.
I'm
It's
like,
one of our first shirts, too. Yeah.
yeah, I am all
OG.
about minimalism, so I love it.
Yeah.
If you want to win that, go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on that contest tab while you're there, and enter. Might as well do that, right? Come on, do it.
Do it.
And of course, go to, was it adorkableapparel.com?
AdorkableApparel.com, and we're at Adorkable News on the social medias.
On the socials medias.
Yep.
So yes, go there and do that. And before we head to trivia, I do want to give a shout out to G Zinglo. G Zinglo, thank you so much for leaving us a 5-star written review on iTunes. G Zinglo. Pat, say hi to G Zinglo.
Hey, G Zinglo.
I love these usernames. I have no idea where any of them come from, but they're fantastic. G Zinglo, thank you so much. If you want a shout out on the show, go to iTunes, leave a 5-star written review, and get your shout out on the show. Or you can just know us and cheat the way that this one originally did.
There's a story behind that, okay? But they'll laugh at me if I tell it.
You were so embarrassed, though, that we did that, I heard.
Well, they shouted me out, and then they called me out. You shouted me out. You called me out. Yeah, I didn't know how to use I didn't know how to leave a review on, I listen to podcasts daily, constantly, and I didn't know how to.
I have educated her. It's all right.
My roots are blonde, and I'm not a smart blonde. I'm a ditzy blonde, and I'm sorry. But.
It's all right. All is forgiven. So thank you so much, G Zinglo. Very much appreciated. And of course, I want to remind all of you right now, for a limited time, you can grab that Disney Coast to Coast 2017 calendar. Just go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on calendar, and order it there. It is a limited time, so get it now. Now.
Right now.
N-O-W now. But I think that's everything, right, Pat? Do you have any more questions for us?
That's everything.
Except for, of course, we can't leave without some trivia time.
Time.
Do you want to hit me first, Pat? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Earlier, we were asking Tracy some questions, and she mentioned Fantasmic as being her favorite show.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Do you know what years it opened in Disneyland and Hollywood Studios?
Yes, 1998.
In where?
Oh, Hollywood Studios was 98. Disneyland was 1992.
That is correct.
Bam! I know my Fantasmic history. Did you know that?
No.
Sorry, I should have let you go first. That was so rude of me. But
I would never.
No, yes, I've studied Fantasmic. I believe I saw them both in their first year. Once again, aging myself, but I believe that is true.
Well, wait.
Do you know what year?
92.
92.
Yeah.
Do you know what year
Tokyo
Disney Seas opened?
Oh, when 2001. No, yes, 2001. Oh, there. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the park. Fantasmic 20.
I thought you were talking about the park too. That's where my brain was going.
That's sort of like that was random, Patrick. Tokyo Disney Seas Fantasmic. I want to say it was like 2013.
Nope.
2012.
Nope.
Am I in the area?
Yep.
Am I going the wrong direction?
I don't know.
2014.
Nope.
2011.
Yes.
2011. So wow, 5 years.
2011.
Yeah, they have a very different Phantasm.
It's liked it.
Do you?
I liked it a lot, actually. I was very surprised. But I think the coolest part is when like Maleficent comes out, the volcano explodes behind.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
And like
It's all on YouTube.
and Stitch rides like a jet ski. It's great.
Oh my god.
You know what they need to work into Phantasmic? Because you've seen those water jet packs that basically wear like a backpack and it shoots the
That
water
sounds
and
like-
makes you fly. How is Buzz Lightyear not doing that in Phantasmic yet?
But danger though.
I don't care.
I was
So dangerous.
it was Tokyo Disney Sea.
Do they do it?
No, they have I don't remember what the resort is called, but they have a resort where you can look into the park, and they had people testing that jetpack in the water. So
Very cool. So maybe Buzz
gosh.
Lightyear. I think it's either the Rocketeer or Buzz Lightyear. It's very fitting.
Iron Man
is how I feel.
at this point.
Right, that's true as well. I have a trivia question. It's Haunted Mansion inspired because I know you like the dark stuff. So let's see if Tracy can answer this.
I'm not good with trivia though.
Grim Grinning Ghosts actually is not a term invented by Disney or Exitensio, who wrote The Haunted Mansion. Do you know where the term Grim Grinning Ghosts comes from?
Is it like a poem or something, like another work of art?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's got. I have no idea, but that's what I would think.
Take a guess.
I'm gonna say like a poem or.
Do you mean who came up with it
Who
and coined
wrote
it?
it? Yeah. And
Not like Shakespeare.
it is.
Oh,
It's Shakespeare.
I mean, I totally knew that, you guys.
From Venus and Adonis.
I
This is
wouldn't
the
know that.
first time that the public heard the term Grim Grinning Ghosts.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. And that's everything, right? Plug yourself. Do it. Plug away.
I'm Tracy.
You can find her.
I didn't know this whole episode.
Traci
No, you
Hines.
can find me. Yeah, you can pretty much if you Google my name, my socials should pop up.
Traci.
TRACIHINES. At Traci Hines on Twitter and Snapchat. It's just my name. Traci Hines Music on Facebook. YouTube is a little weird. Traci J Hines because it's old and I wish I hadn't done that. But Traci J Hines on YouTube. TraciHines.com. it'll take you there.
And if
And adorkableapparel.com.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if we were going to make a podcast all about Traci Hines, it would be Traci Hines. T-R-A-Z-I.
Oh, yep.
Traci Coast to Coast.
Don't want to mess up that copyright I got going on.
I don't want her to sue me.
On my name.
So you can connect with us in places like
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We have an Instagram. Check out our blog posts on Tumblr. Listen to us. SoundCloud, iTunes. We're everywhere.
all that stuff can be found at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Make sure you click on that contest tab to win the shirt from Adorkable Apparel.
Good luck.
And the calendar to get your 2017 calendar. Folks, that's going to do it for us. Traci, thank you so much for coming on the show. We had a lot of fun with you.
Thanks for having me.
And guys-
I'm honored. I'm a big fan, guys. So, you know.
Excellent. We love it. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We will see you
Thanksgiving.
next time. Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Yeah, this is the castle show during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Holy moly. Have you seen this?
I have.
This is the first year for this, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to
It's
say...
replace Celebrate the Season. Is that? No. Something like that.
I don't
Tis season to celebrate.
Okay. Well, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration is quite a celebration. First, overall opinion, what did you think of this show?